I tried to spend 100 days in hardcore Minecraft. Do watch to find out what happens because I think it's very funny. I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Welcome to Minecraft Hardcore. So we're just going to start out by beating this wood. We are going to craft ourselves an axe. I've beat the game. I see a village. Fuck these pigs. This is actually a very nice spawn. An oceanside village. Where? Huh? I am so confused. I am so confused. What the fuck? I'm bringing out the doors. I haven't got a clue what's going on. Alright, there's got to be a chest down there. Is that a chest? Yes, it is. What is around here? There's got to be another chest. Chest. I'm debating whether I make like a nice little iron farm, something which is nice and little, and iron, and very farmy. There's nothing in here. Beds. That I haven't seen that kind of house in ages. Now either I'm not playing the game, which is probably true. What the fuck? Now I've seen it twice. That ruins it. Hello, cows. I know this is probably contaminated. Stop making love. Ooh. We have a nice little bundle. We are gonna get the rest of the hay, and we're gonna make a move. I mean, we could kill the iron golem and pray for 5. Or he can kill us. You better give me 5 now. I'm wasting an axe on you. Whoa, cinema. Look at that. That looked kind of real until the kelp came in. The water looks good. The land looks good. The clouds look good. Everything's good. Ooh. What is that? A Nautilus armor? What's a Nautilus armor? I know there's Nautilus shells, but I didn't think there was armor. Right, we're gonna go in this. Oh, skills. Oh, 3. Now we're talking my language. Is that a copper? It is copper. This is tiny, but you know we'll be safe on this island. Turns out I was not safe. All right, let's go make a move. And that looks like Godzilla. Is that? No way, there's diamonds. Why do they look like that? What is that? What is it? What's he wearing? Why is it running like that? Why did it run? Oh, why is that giving me poison? I don't want to I'm scared. My bread is soggy. You know what? That would taste rank. Imagine eating bread in a swamp. Like, that would be awful. It's not like eating a steak in a swamp. The bread's going to absorb the swamp. At least it's now day. I mean, we made it through our first night, and I did so with style. Oh, emerald. 1, 2, 3. Right. That's a safe way of getting down. Ow. This area is it. This is it. This has to be it. Look at this. Look at it. Look. We're going to plan a base. I want a nice little cozy house. Something all, ooh, it's cozy. Makes you go like that. You got nice big mountains. You've got this over there we can mess about with when we get elytra. Ah. Oh, no. That's it. End of the world. Ah. You know, it's been a while since I've just played Minecraft and had fun. Most of the time I play Minecraft angry, and I don't have fun. Now, as for my diamonds, because obviously we've got 3. The temptation is, oh, I could piss everyone off right now with one click. One click, that left mouse button would piss everyone off, and I'm so tempted to do it. Do we have? We do not. We don't. I'm not even going to finish my sentence because we don't. So the main goal we're going to do is I want to set up a nice little area, mainly on top of there. That there would look quite nice with a nice little house. And we're going to have to terraform this to make it look nicer. Unfortunately, there's a swamp. See, this is the thing now. I'm contemplating whether I want to be here. Even more swamp. So we're kind of in a bit of a swampy area. That sounds disgusting. We'll stay here. We'll stay, I think. I'm actually not liking this now. I'm regretting all of my decisions. 14. Bosh my gosh. So here's my problem with this current area. Dark green. Who likes dark green swamp grass? Right. I think that's an island. We're gonna have a look. I think that's birch. I want to say that there is birch. Because it is birch. I have a good eye. Oh. See, oh man, and it's got no. You know what? It was destined for failure. You got acacia there, and then on the other side you got a swamp. It's like, no. Ah. Yeah, I'm not too keen on this either. I'm looking for a very specific spot, somewhere where I can, you know, truly call home, somewhere that I'm gonna look at and I'm gonna be proud of, somewhere I smell jungle. What is that? What is that? There's no way that's a cow. There's no way. There's no way. I could build a house on top of this area. Could we build a house on top of here? Is there enough room? Is there enough room? Whoa! Oh my word, that is awesome. Yeah, we're definitely building it here. Down here, we could build a house and have a nice path going down around. And we can have a nice cozy house, and we can have like houses going up the side. Yeah, I've sold it to myself. Starts off breaking this one tree. We're gonna have to get rid of the water though. Right, I'm gonna have to come up with a plan for a house, because I haven't got a clue how to build. I'm awful. I'm the worst builder ever. Ooh. It just keeps getting better. It genuinely does keep getting better. I want to build farms. We're going to have like a big farm for like one thing, and big farm. I like farms. Ooh, this is brilliant. We could just... Nice little cave, actually. I like this. Jungle, oak, birch for this build. I'm really going to push my skills to the limit. I'm probably going to need a... Oh, maybe not one of those. I don't like those trees. Ooh, you gave me a boost. Oh, I don't need another boost. I don't need 2 boosts. Stay the oh my god. Oh my god. I should have stayed. I should have stayed. Go, go, go. Where's my bed? Where's the bed? Skills. I do need a bit more dirt, so I'm just going to go over here and steal it and hope and pray that no creeper is lurking. I don't like how I keep doing that. I keep accidentally enabling like a cinematic mode, and I don't really believe that I could do an entire video with that. I don't know how I'm going to build this base, because I don't want it to be entirely made out of wood. I wanted to have a bit of like cobblestone accents in there, but I've really struggled in creative mode to get something to work. I have no clue how we're going to approach this. So let me quickly see if I can come up with something. Something good. Something that I like. Something that is unique. Something that screams. I don't know what. It just screams. I think I need to get the blocks first before we even... we can't... Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. We can't attempt anything. Can't do anything until we have blocks. And what are we very clearly missing? So I'm going to keep in mind the things that we need. Cobblestone, deep slate, andesite, granite. No. Hold on. Wrong blocks there, mate. Ooh! I do not see the Enderman. Go on, creeper. Do the job. Ooh! How do I get down? I mainly came here for blocks. Like this. Okay. 75 pieces. I'll take that. That's not awful. Let's head down. Come on, creep. I'll tell you what, those skeletons know how to put me on high alert. You're a wanker. Oh! Hello. Oh, wait. Perfect. So we do want a bit of tough. Oh, no. We also want to get some of this. Ah! Okay, so I saw some diamonds. I'm going to make my way over, although I've got to mine all this deep slate, and then I've got to waste all the deep slate when I need it. I had a feeling. Oh! Oh, what the How many was this? 2 plus... No, there was no way that was 10. My plan was not to go for full diamond today, but I guess if you go mining, you gotta reap the consequences. Oh my... I knew that was gonna happen at some point. Boom. Look at me. That is actually kind of worthy of like a slow-mo zoom. Now, there is more diamonds, but how many diamonds does one man need? But I don't want to waste more blocks trying to get the high ones because, well, that's kind of useless. It defeats the whole purpose of why we came into the mines. We didn't even come down here for diamond armor. Maybe the true diamonds was the friends we made along the way. No, that works. That works. I take it back. Oh, I knew it. I had a sniff. Now, redstone, gold, all that stuff, I'm not going for at the moment. We don't have a base, so it's kind of pointless. Now, I was just trying to get away, not get involved, when a baby zombie comes out of nowhere. So, I did the next best thing and just built up. Can you blame me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think I'm well justified. Now, am I a bit disappointed that I didn't manage to get all the deep slate I wanted? Yes. We got andesite though. We got plenty. We got a stack of andesite, a stack of tuff. If we head towards pretty much this direction, we'll get there. We're not that far. I think we're about 300 blocks away. Look, at some point I'm gonna have to admit that I'm lost, but that's not now. Because right now, we're in a jungle. So that's a good sign. It's a good sign. Is this the right area? It is correct. Got ourselves a lot of stuff. So we went ahead, got a lot of blocks, got ourselves some diamonds. We are on day 2,943. No. We're on day... What happened to the day? I'll tell you what. I think my plan's going to be this. And as much as a part of me did not want to do this, I think I can make it work. Going into the mountain. Now, how I want to do this is... The house is coming along all right. I feel like something is off about it. Can't quite figure out. I like the tuff. I actually think I prefer the tuff to the deep slate. But something about this looks too busy. So if anyone can figure out what, let me know. Because I haven't got a clue. What I wanted to do is... So I like this. I really didn't know what to do here. Originally I went with the same bricks, but I thought no, let's go with granite and all that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think if we mix gravel with dirt, you get a different type of dirt. And I gotta try it. We get coarse dirt. Coarse dirt looks like that. With the occasional path block in there. We've not actually done a lot in terms of decoration over here. We've gone very, very simple. No, I don't like that at all. Although, hold on. We could get ourselves jungle shells. Jungle shelf there. Break this. Get rid of that. We could get another jungle shelf. Get ourselves a fence. Or we could put one there. And this does not look half bad. I really like this. So how I'm gonna go ahead and, remedy this, because if you can't tell, it's a lot of wood going straight into a mountain. It looks odd. It does look odd. I have an idea. Obviously, there is a glaring problem. Just go straight into the mountain. So I'm going to have to figure out a way, especially on this side. This side, you're not really going to see too much. But I want to test it out. I want to test out my idea and see if I can come up with something. Okay, so the idea is that there's this overhanging ledge. And is it the best thing in the world? No. No, it's not. But I think it masks that part of the base quite nicely, and we can have something there. So I've gone ahead, designed it, obviously using a lot of different wood. So I do want to have carpet going through. That's obviously bedroom. We can have like a kitchen over here, have it extended further. Oh my gosh, we've got a good house. We got full diamond armor. We got diamond tools. We got even more diamonds on top of... Buddy. What the... Oh, okay. Oh, right. That is it for... There's another baby zombie. Okay, so for the top comment on this video, I'll go ahead and put an item of your choice in here with your username, as long as it's realistic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. That is going to be it for today. I mean, I'm happy with the progress. We got a good house going. So I was thinking to myself, what could we put here? As a matter of fact, let me first kill this guy. How about we place a nice little hut there inside of this part? You know, I actually do really like that. It's different. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm going to create myself a diamond sword. We're looking for cows. We're looking for cows. I just need one more cow. Is that too much to ask? Ah! No. No vines. Right. So, let's head out here. We have leather. We've done it. Tell you what. Let's have a quick investigation into this. So, I'm going to place one there just so nothing can spawn there. There is nothing. It is genuinely just a tiny little... That's kind of nice, though. That is kind of nice, but yeah, there's nothing here. Right. Is there a village? I see a village. Yeah, I think I see a village. Every acacia biome has a village. The majority of the time. And this one's got a ruined portal right next to it, so it's got to be, really. So from this one, we're going to need the obsidian, and we're going to have to trap the villagers inside. Yay, we love trapping villagers. Nice. Not going to go for that one. We'll go for these two. Ooh. Right, that's 4. That is enough for what we want. Right, get in there. Get in. Get in. Yeah, nice. Right. They're chilling. They are fine. So, we've obviously now got villagers in here. I don't have much food to give them. So we'll do that. The idea now is I need to find a way that we can get them all the way back to my base. The only way I can think is through the nether, and I don't like that idea in the slightest. 1, 2, 3, bosh, bosh, bosh. Sweet. Sweet. We are in. How is it for a spawn? Well, there's Enderman, which is okay. No! No! Why? What? No! Why? This is not a place for you to be, buddy. You're tiny. Look. I hope he despawns so that he doesn't die. I don't know if that's is that like worse than death? Do we reckon despawning's worse? I'm going in the right-ish direction. We are going to have to take a turn or two, but that's fine. As long as we can get there relatively safe. This is going to look awful. It's not supposed to look good. It's just supposed to function. So they run out here. They go in here. They go up like so. They shouldn't be able to... just jump there. They shouldn't be able to do that either. And they should be able to just run up now. What I want to do is we need boats. I don't understand what they're contemplating. Go on. Go on. Yes, we got another. We got another. And he's ready to get... No, don't start. No! Bro saw 2 villagers in a hole and said, oh, this is the most inefficient way of doing things. No! Right, come on. The quicker we get there, the faster you'll be in bed. Do you reckon I can lure them with some emeralds? Guys, I've got your favorite... Oh! See? See? Shit! One. No. You know what? That is fine. That's fine, I think. No! Oh, what a... Where is it? Nope, don't run, don't run. Okay, let's go sleep because that's sorted now. So we can sleep and then sort out a nice building which is actually just a villager breeder. So there's a tree that I want to get, spruce. I love spruce. I think it's such a nice wood to work with. So that's exactly what we're going for right now. Hopefully I can find it soon because I don't want to be roaming for ages. That's snow. There is no way. Oh, spruce. We found it, finally. Oh, I also see cherry. We see cherry. Right, we got one cherry sapling. We got one spruce sapling. We got 2 spruce sapling. We have 3... We have 4 spruce... We can make a big spruce tree. We have 5 spruce... I'm going to stop now. Where I want to put the villagers. I've thought about this extensively, and I really... it could go really well, or it could ruin it. I want to place them in here. Going along the walls and up and down. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll look hopefully quite nice, quite interesting. Now, one thing that I'm quickly going to go ahead and say, I am not going for the absolute best of the best enchants right off the bat. I'm going to go for whatever I can get. I think we'll give it a little go, but I'm not too bothered. If we get efficiency 3, I'm not going to go, oh no, it's not efficiency 5. I'm going to go and start beating the villagers in whatever way you know. Enchanting table. Nice. For this moment in time, I need to get an enchantment table set up. And then I have to make a decision. We can either build something for the villagers, which I think would be a good one to get sorted, because I don't like the fact they're just under there. Or something in the wall. Now, I want to have a nice little area here, which is kind of like a waterfall. I want a waterfall here, a little cave waterfall. And then we're going to build a pathway out down here. So I say we sort that out first rather than going to the build with the villagers. I want efficiency. I'll take a fortune though. Fortune 1. Alright, we got efficiency 2. If we get the iron for it, we can then combine these 2 together. Let me quickly mark out the area that I want to use this little part for. So I actually really like this. The one thing we're missing though is a lot of moss, which is a shame because that's one of the key components to this build. So far, so good in my opinion. I like that. I think that's quite nice. I got to fix up this part of the mountain here, make it blend in. Fix up that there, make it blend in. But otherwise, it's just a nice little like area. It's not supposed to be anything specific. It's just a nice little area with some interesting detail just to spice it up slightly. And then I'm adding moss because it adds those nice bits of green that you just don't get from regular grass. But no, I actually really like that. I think that there is just a bit of texture in the wall. Used obviously loads of different types of blocks. We didn't use tough, which I was expecting to, but I didn't. I held back. Now, what I want to do, so I'm going to move my focus from this area for a little bit. Full-sized enchantment table. Nice. So, we don't have the levels to use it, but it's fine. Here's the idea. Here's the idea that I've got at the moment now. I kind of want to place a villager breeder somewhere around here. I could probably do it around here. Tell you what, we'll do it here. I'll do it here. Okay, so there was a lot of contemplation as to how I want to approach this build, so I just decided to make a start and see what I could do. So I did simple farms, 2 5x5s right next to each other, just so I get a feel as to how big this build is going to be. I did have to look up a couple designs online just to see exactly how a villager breeder works, but then I decided to just start doing my own thing. So I don't think they're going to start breeding until this is fully grown. So we've gone ahead and built it. It's looking really bad at the moment, but that's fine. Right, they're going to start breeding, and the design's awful. I'm not going to focus on that at the moment, though. It should be functional. I'm just going to finish it off with a bit of jungle. It's not going to look good in the slightest, but it's fine. Okay, so the very first thing that I did was make a lot of changes with jungle. I'm not happy with this design. I don't want to use diorite. It looks ugly. So I changed it. Changed it all to jungle wood and started refining the shape and getting rid of all the ugly blocks. This included the roof, which I then demolished and raised up another block. I then had to decide what style of house do I want to go for, so I opted for a more sort of broken down old hut. And I thought this could work, however I was still unsure as to how I'd approach it. So I did a lot of trial and error to see if I could come up with something that I did like. Now I came up with this window which I absolutely love, even though it's nothing special. I think it's great. So I did try this upper house, however I thought it looked ugly, so I got rid of it immediately, and then I moved on. I thought, how can we improve this? So I added a deep slate rim to the house, as well as then I started to add these additional extra details, these little blocks which look like just broken down building. I added some rocks to the side of it. It was really starting to come together now as something unique. I also learned you can craft mossy cobblestone. I did not know this. I then decided I want a rock coming out the top of this, as everyone does, so that's exactly what I decided to build. So I built a rock, added moss, gravel, just made it look really unique, made it look different. I wanted this to look like it was a building which has been here for ages, and I wanted it to blend into the environment, so that's what I went for. So I ended up building it. I put the exit out the back to hide it. I added in the water, and there's a bigger area now to hold even more villagers. I did go ahead, and I actually messed up this part. I only realized after the footage, however, a lot of the beds were placed on blocks that the villagers couldn't reach, so I've actually gone ahead and changed that now. Okay, so I want to go ahead and I'm just going to build a moss farm. We need a way to get a lot of bone meal fast, so that's exactly what I'm going for. I am following a tutorial though, because I don't know how to make a moss farm. Do I look like the kind of guy that knows redstone? Do I look like I can do all of this fancy stuff? No, the answer is no. Right, so I've gone ahead, it's built, and I built it in such a place. So I'm going to destroy it and then move it, because that's what any normal person does. As you can see, it works. Very nice, very easy, very simple. So something that I want to do here is a door. We need a door. Getting in and out of my house, it's not easy, okay? It's one of the hardships of life. So I've got a bit of a build in mind. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be quite big, but I think it's going to look awesome. First, we need to gather some wood. Okay, I've collected quite a bit of oak. And so I want to start mapping out where we're going to build this. So the plan is, well, I'm going to have to repair this shovel first. We're going to build something massive here. So I'm going to get straight into the build by digging a massive hole. Lovely. So I decided to use a nether wart block for the bottom of this lake. I thought it would look the nicest, and I actually do like the texture of it. It does look like a deep ocean once done. I then decided on cherry blossom tree leaves because I just thought they looked the nicest. Plus, I've never done a build with cherry, so I thought I'd give it a chance. And this is the final thing. Okay. So the last thing that I actually did was we've done a bit of decoration. Our entire base is really coming together. This downstairs area, I've only done a little bit, but it's coming together slightly. This is looking nice. This room is now a bit more, it's a bit more full than it was previously. Obviously, we've gone ahead and built this giant lake. The goal is I'm going to need a lot more frog lights. I'm also going to need some acacia wood. I want to fill it with coral, but right now I don't have the blocks. I don't have any coral, and I don't know if you can collect coral without silk touch, so I'm really putting that off. So on top of that, I also did make up an absolutely tiny bamboo farm, which we can expand, and I do plan to expand. The only reason that I've gone ahead and made that is so that we've got ourselves a nice little bit of bamboo for the flooring, because I love this. I think this looks really nice, this entire design. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to add a couple flying lanterns to the tree lake thing. Lanterns aren't just all the same. Yeah, this looks awesome. It needs some lights going along the path so that I'm able to safely make it down here, but no, this is really good. I wish the lights were slightly smaller, and so I might scatter around a few lanterns or something, but you know what? This entire thing is coming along brilliant. The idea for the trading hall is I want it in here. I want to have houses going along the side of the wall on the inside. How we do this is we have a dirt path which runs from here across the side down onto there. The path is going to divert down this way, go around here and down here around. I've got no plan or idea for how I want to build this. So the idea is that we got some stairs going up. So if I go a bit more set into the wall would look better. Unless I actually kind of like that. And then what we could do is embed this further into the mountain. That's actually not that bad for my first house. And then we can have, I want to have another one on top of the house. I want them kind of layered. Yeah, I think this could come together quite nicely. I think this will come together quite nicely. So I built the second house just underneath. I think it looks really nice. I like the palette that I'm going for. I'm going for as many different styles of wood as I can. I'm trying to make this thing look unique. This is a little fenced area. So door there, and we can have it go into the wall like this. So this is looking a lot better. This is already looking really good in my opinion. I don't know how I feel about the roof at the moment. I think it's okay, but I'd like to add a bit of texture and stuff into the roof. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a very nice first addition, although it's missing a block on that side. So we've got 2 huts so far. Interiors have not been designed. That one looks nice. That's my favorite. This one looks nice because it blends in. And then we could even have like a little window here, I think. Oh, yeah. Let's use some polished tuff. I haven't used polished tuff in a little while. Yeah, I like that. I like that very much. This area is really coming along. I'm thinking we could put one there. That just adds a bit of color. And then as for the interior, we could do bricks for certain blocks. We go brick slab. Yeah, nice. We can go with a brick slab. Although then we're not going to be able to place glass. So there is going to be some stuff that needs considering. But overall, I'm very pleased with this design so far. Now, the big problem, if you can't see in my hotbar, is all of my tools are low. I don't have good tools right now. So we need to get good tools. I'm honestly thinking we could just stick a load of crafting tables somewhere and it will look good. Right, we need to get our villager from here all the way. Let's get ourselves even more. I need more rails. Let's just waste even more iron that we don't really have. Right. So I've got to somehow now get him into there. All right, well, I guess that works kind of. Let's push him. Good, he's on his way. Right, we'll get him onto that rail. Nice. And then I'm going to put this here and I'm going to surround him. And then I've got to place this there so that he can't get out. at all. Nice. Sweet. So we have our villager here now. So I can now go and remove this. So we can get another one at some point. Move. I need to place blocks. Right, we're gonna have to really do something I don't want to do right now. Hold on. Get ourselves a slab, right? I'm thinking a powered rail might be better if we are dealing with villagers at the moment, which, yeah. Got one. Nice. You are in glass, my friend. Oh, I don't like this at all. Right, he's gonna go down here. I gotta get a block real quick and place it right here. That's fine. I might just stick him in the exact same place as the other villager so he doesn't die. Zombie. Place that there. They should be safe if I... And now nothing can get him. Brill. And we've got ourselves 2 villagers. Sweet. This entire build is coming along really well. Surprisingly well, I will say. Like, I did not see this happening. Hello, bud. You made your way up. Yeah. So this works nicely because these 2 can open up. Yeah, they know. They know. So these guys are completely safe. These 2 can open up, but they're always going to be closed. This door here can let stuff in at the top, but it's not like zombies going to start crawling through there. He says, put that there. That's fine. Get myself a lectern going. And we put a slab with a slab. Nice. So now these guys... Prot 3, I mean, we want mending. Let's go. Let's just get the hardest one out of the way. Oh, okay. That was fast. Right, well, in that case, I'm going to get bone meal and start bone mealing the crap on my shoe. I'm going to start bone mealing the crap out of some potato. How's this farm doing? That's got to be full. That is full. That's full. How is this looking? That's not full. Brill, lots and lots of bone meal. We need, how many was it? It was 9 to at least lock in the trade and get another bookshelf, which, that's fine. That should be reasonable. We should be able to get ourselves our first mending. Now, the mending is going to probably go on the pickaxe. It's obviously not ideal, but I think it's probably one of the better ones. I don't know, actually. I'm doubting myself. We have our first mending. Right, so the thing that I want to do now is I want to make a potato farm so we can automate emeralds. We don't have one at the moment, and I think that's probably going to be the best thing to go for. We're going to start off with a very ugly build. Make sure it's just functional. Going to move on after it's functional, we're moving on. But I need to figure out where I want to build it. That is not enough. You're going to need 2, plus... Am I really going to have to go... I've got to go and get more iron. I really do have to go... Oh, bloody... Get my pickaxe at least slightly mended. Right, let's go see if we can mend up this pickaxe. Even slightly would be nice. Right, I'm going to sleep, then we're going to make our way, because I need iron, and that there we still haven't done, and it's been like that for like 40 days. And then at some point, I do want to actually enchant my gear. My gear right now is just plain diamond armor. We're on day 86, and we still haven't got good, stuff. So... That is that will be a goal of mine. Right, I know it's down here, although I'll take the coal. Sweet. Right, let's get this iron. Oh, hello. Diamonds. How difficult would that be to get to? Oh, no, I'm getting out of the caves. That was too close, and I had a heart attack. Hello, axolotl. Okay, right, we're getting out. It's okay. We're chilling. Right, we have 54 iron, which is not as much as I would have liked, but it's still pretty good. As for my pickaxe, obviously, as you can see, it's still there. Right, we're going to get ourselves potatoes. The fletching table's fine. That's fine. Pointed dripstone's fine. Moss block, we don't need moss. We'll take dirt just in case we have to terraform. Go like that. Sweet. Now, the question is, where am I actually going to build this thing that it doesn't just look... I need somewhere to build this. Somewhere to build this where it doesn't just look completely out of place. And I'm leaning towards... What the fuck? Get the... I'm thinking behind... I'm honestly thinking behind... I mean, there's 2 villagers there already, so if we can trap them... Alright, we go. You're here already. You're now trapped. Nice. That works. Go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Glass goes here. That's correct. can have one here. Right. One of these villagers, I think, can stay pretty much in this spot. The middle is right here. So, I need one of them out. And one of them can stay. Come on, one of you. That's fine. Nice. No. No. Oh, okay. Sweet. That worked surprisingly simple. Now, they should not be able to escape. And they should realistically start. No. No. Actually. No! Stay the... Right, there we go. That is done, right? That is complete. There is probably a baby villager somewhere. But that's fine. I gotta make sure that nothing can get out. Yeah, there he is. There he is. I gotta make sure that nothing can get in. I think with that, I'm more concerned about, like, spiders trampling crops, because I don't think spiders are going to try and kill the villagers. So, my potato farm actually works. They have gone ahead and tried to breed, and if we go look in this chest, there we go. Potatoes. Now, obviously, it is the ones that I've gone ahead and put in there. So, obviously, we are looking... That means that this will work. We're on day 89. We're so close to day 100. Right. Let's head down here and start branching off. Right, that's coarse dirt, thankfully. Okay. Oh! You motherfucker! Oh, I swear to God, subscribe!